Disney Dreamlight Valley is officially in its horse girl era, and I am so here for it. Hey guys, it's Goldie, and today we're going to break down every single thing that we know about horses, which are coming in the new Wishblossom Ranch Expansion Pack for Disney Dreamlight Valley. It has been a hot minute since I've even played this game. I did get burnt out on it a while ago, if I'm being honest, but I decided to watch the 2025 showcase to get caught up, and oh my gosh, it felt like a big warm fuzzy hug. Honestly, this game just feels like seeing an old friend again, and I honestly didn't realize how much I missed it. But anyway, we got a lot of exciting information in that showcase, and I was blown away by the amount of features surrounding the horses. So that's what we're going to get into today. Without further ado, let's dive in. Okay, so I went through the showcase piece by piece and I made notes about every single thing related to horses. So for starters, to unlock the horses, it seems like we'll have to go to a place called the Wishblossom Heart, which can be found in the Crystal Caverns in the Wishblossom Mountains. The story is that Cruella de Vil has let the ranch fall into a state of disarray, so all of the horses have gone missing and we have to go find them in the mountains. In the Crystal Caverns, we'll receive a series of puzzles and challenges similar to the ones, the trials in Storybook Vale. And each challenge is going to lead us to a new horse. We're getting 3 Disney character horses, which are Maximus from Tangled, Con from Mulan, and Pegasus from Hercules. I am so freaking excited for Pegasus. You guys have no idea. Hercules is probably one of my favorite Disney movies solely for Megara and Pegasus. I was obsessed with them as a kid. I had a Megara backpack, I had a Megara Barbie, and I had a matching Pegasus Barbie horse with the wings and everything. So this is like peak nostalgia for me. Also, cannot wait for Megara. I'm waiting. All right, so we're getting those 3 horses, and each of these horses is going to have their own friendship level, similar to the other Valley villagers. You'll increase your friendship level with the horses by feeding, brushing, riding, and petting them. And of course, same as the other villagers, as your friendship levels increase, you're going to earn rewards. But in this case, each Disney horse has their own special skill that will unlock as a reward for the friendship level. I'm assuming it's probably going to be level 10, but we don't know yet. Actually, maybe not, because I'm pretty sure we need the skills for the storyline, so maybe it'll be earlier on in the reward list. So they even told us what the special skills are going to be. For Maximus, he can do a long jump. For Con, he can kick down wooden and steel doors. And Pegasus can glide. They actually mentioned that there's going to be like wind tunnels that Pegasus can ride throughout the Wishblossom Ranch area. I'm assuming that this is exclusive to the DLC. I don't think there's going to be wind tunnels like in the main valley or anywhere else, but I could be wrong. And it seems like these skills are going to be used exclusively for the main story quests of the expansion. For instance, in the showcase, they showed Maximus jumping over a broken bridge. They showed Con kicking down a wooden barrier. And I would speculate that there might be other areas around all of the biomes where maybe these skills could help access secret areas or something like that. But again, I don't think they're going to be very useful outside of the world that comes with the Wishblossom Ranch Expansion Pack. It's kind of a tongue twister, I'm realizing. A little Wishblossom Ranch. Say that 10 times fast. Wishblossom Ranch. Wishblossom Ranch. It's hard. Anyway, now the whole premise of this story is that we have to restore the Wishblossom Ranch. So I'm assuming at some point during the main story, as we're unlocking the Disney character horses, we will eventually restore the barn and get access to the stables where we can then customize our own horses. As you can see in this clip, the barn has 4 stables, which means we can have 4 different horse presets. And we can even give each preset their own name, like we're naming the different horses, which I think is really fun. At this point, it's unclear whether or not we will be able to have more than one barn. If I had to guess, I would probably say that we'll only get 1 barn because they're probably going to limit the amount of presets that we can have. So I would assume it's just going to be those 4. And right off the bat, it looks like we have a pretty decent amount of customization options. We can change the eyes, the coat, the mane, the tail, and the hooves as far as what the horse actually looks like. And then we have gear that we can put on the horse, such as the headgear, the saddle, the blanket, the back. I guess that's like the satchel. And also a galloping effect. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited about the gallop effect, like having little sparkles trailing behind. I think that's going to be so So cute. There's so many different things that they can do with that. They also mentioned that there will be some horse gear hidden around the Wishblossom Mountains for us to find and add to our collection. And I would assume that they'll continue to add new options to the Scrooge store and maybe even the premium shop. Although on second thought, people might be upset if they put stuff in the premium shop that's like specifically targeted towards people with the expansion pack. That probably wouldn't go over very well, so maybe not, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. But they did mention that there will be a lot of new clothing options to match the gear that you can put on your horse, which I think is really cute. I especially love this little fairy looking one right here. I'm assuming that most of this will come to us through the Scrooge store, except for there is one option that is exclusive to the early buyers. So if you buy the expansion pack by December 3rd, you get the springtime festival outfit and the matching tack for your horse. This pack goes on sale November 19th. So you have between November 19th and December 3rd to buy the pack in order to get that bonus item. And it doesn't matter how you buy the pack, whether it's in a bundle, whether it's the deluxe version. As long as you buy it somehow, you'll get that early bonus. One more thing, kind of as a side note, in the showcase, I noticed that they mentioned a unicorn, but when you look at the actual game footage, the unicorn horn is just an accessory that comes on one of the gear options. It's not a different kind of horse. Which I don't mind, but I know some people got really upset about that when the Sims 4 Horse Ranch came out. Everyone thought it was going to be an actual unicorn and it ended up just being an accessory. So I just thought I would clarify that since I noticed it in the footage. So as for these customized horses, they will also have friendship levels. I'm guessing it's going to be like one personal horse as opposed to like all the presets. You're not going to have to increase your friendship with all 4 presets, if that makes sense. So there will be like the 3 Disney horses and then your 1 personal horse. That's what I'm kind of assuming it's going to be like, but they didn't clarify that in the showcase. But they did say that your personal horse is not going to have a special skill like the Disney characters do. However, they can basically act like an all-in-one tool because they can mine gems, dig holes, harvest crops, and water plants. And you can do all of that while you're riding your horse. And based on what we saw in the live stream video, the horse will be faster at all of these tasks than your character would be by themselves. For instance, they can water multiple crops at once just by walking over them. They can break a gem with 1 kick and dig 9 holes at a time. At least that's what it looks like in the footage that we saw. One thing that I couldn't exactly figure out is how you initiate using the horse as a tool, or like using the tool on the horse. Neither one of those sounded right, but you know what I mean. They didn't have the UI on the screen when they were showing us this, and during the gameplay live stream, the bottom right corner was covered by their face cam, so I couldn't see if there was a button there that you press in order to start using a particular tool. They definitely didn't open the tool wheel. Like for instance, in this clip, you can see that as soon as they start walking over the dry plants, it seems like the watering can just is automatically equipped. So we still don't know exactly how that's going to work. But another thing they can do is clear out night thorns. It seems just by walking over them. This also applies to the Splinters of Fate from A Rift in Time, as well as the Inkies from Storybook Vale, and the dead Wish Blossoms that will be coming in Wishblossom Ranch, all of which are basically the same thing as night thorns. And we kind of skipped over this detail and went straight to the skills, but obviously you can ride your horse. And there are 3 different speeds. There's walking, trotting, and galloping. They did say that the galloping is faster than the regular character's gliding, so that'll be nice. Also, while galloping, the horses can jump over fences. I couldn't tell if this happens automatically or if you have to jump manually. That wasn't really clear from the footage. I'm guessing it happens automatically, but don't quote me on that if I'm wrong. And they also said that the horses will be able to navigate throughout the valley equally as well as a regular avatar would. And I'm not sure how much I believe that because obviously the horses are bigger and taller. So we'll just have to see how it works on the really highly decorated valleys. Mine is not decorated. Mine is very sad, so it should be easy for me at least. But one part about this that I found really exciting is that it's not just horses that you can ride. The new section in the menu is just called mounts, which really opens up the possibilities for the future because a mount doesn't just have to be a horse. My dream is to be able to get Raja as a mount. How cool would that be? Just riding a tiger around everywhere. Oh my gosh, stop. But it's actually proven that the development team is on this same wavelength because they announced that if you buy the deluxe version of the expansion pack, you actually get Sven from Frozen as a rideable mount. And he's a reindeer, he's not a horse, which is just freaking amazing. They knew exactly what they were doing with that because literally everybody's going to buy the deluxe version now just for that, especially because mounts can be used in photo mode. There's a whole new section just for mount poses. And we did see a preview of one of the poses with Maximus here. Unfortunately, their face cam is covering up all the other options. I'm speculating that this pose that Khan is doing in this scene is also going to be one of the photo mode poses. They did not explicitly say that, but just look at how he's standing. That's not natural. I really can't wait to find out what the other poses are. And now you'll be able to use your horses or your Sven in your dream snap. So that'll be really cool. Okay, I think that pretty much covers it for all the new horse information. It's a lot, but if I missed anything, did I miss anything? Put it in the comments below because I want to collect as much information as we can. If you like this video, please don't forget to hit the like button and consider subscribing. And I'll be back with a new video real soon. Bye!